Hi guys. So we're going to talk about the eighth precept today, the eighth precept we have in Buddhism. So we have 10 precepts in total. I'm talking about the eighth one, and I've actually made a video about the 7 previous ones. Okay, you can find them on the page. So the eighth precept is about refraining in this body and life from being stingy. Okay, stingy means not sharing things. But when the precept was written, it was about not being stingy in sharing the teachings of the Buddha. All right, so the wisdom. So all the things I tell you about, these are wisdom from Buddhism. Okay, so when you try to keep these things for yourself and you don't share them, that's called being stingy, and it kind of stops your evolution on the path, or your if you want to call it discovering yourself on the path. Okay, so this precept is about sharing as much as you can. And why can we so easily share things, okay, without the fear of losing? Because ultimately you end up realizing that there is no difference between others and you, because you've realized that oneness, that you actually don't exist without others, right? Would you really exist if you were all alone? Right now, while I'm walking, I'm actually being supported by the ground beneath me. I'm breathing air, so I'm always relying on the external world. Okay, you don't exist as a separate entity, but the ego thinks that you actually do exist as a separate entity, and this is why you're always thinking about yourself. You always think about what you can achieve. It's always I. But you actually don't exist as a separate entity. You exist in connection with others. Okay, you're part of that big wholeness. Okay, but you know, it's not that you don't exist at all. You have your own personality, your own likes and dislikes, but realizing that you are that individual with likes and dislikes, and also realizing that you are that wholeness, you are that oneness, and you are everything at the same time. Having that balance between both, that's the middle way. Okay, so Buddhism doesn't encourage you to actually drop your personality to such an extent that you want to actually leave the body and not exist in the physical body. It's not about that. It's about finding the middle way where you can exist both in the body, and you keep doing your duties as a parent, as whatever you are, as a son, as a daughter. You maintain your duties, but at the same time you realize that you're none of that at the same time. So it's actually balancing both extremes, and when you are able to do that, that's called the middle way, where you still act as an individual, but you also see the big picture, that you're just part of that big oneness that exists. All right, so that was the 7th precept. It's actually sharing to the maximum and being, and serving others, because you realize that others and you is just one. So by serving others, by helping others, you end up benefiting in the long run. But the aim while helping others is not doing those things so that you benefit. It's just that, that's just the way it is. The flower just gives out its perfume, and doesn't think where the perfume is going. So that's, we've got a lot to learn from nature. That's how we should be living also. We showcase and we give out whatever is the essence of us, without actually demanding things. And you will see that in the long run things will just be given to you, because that's the way it is. All right, so that was the 8th precept, and we're going to go through the last 2 ones very soon. Okay, have a great time. Bye bye.